Well, there's one thing that we know about this Lakers team. They are really good at home. But tonight, they play against the San Antonio Spurs for their first game of the NBA Cup, and they follow that up with a back-to-back against the New Orleans Pelicans. Deondre Hawkins here with another Lakers Talk Daily presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official Native American resort and casino of the Los Angeles Lakers. Skip the traffic, head on over to Pechanga Resort Casino just off the I-15 in Temecula. Visit pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for reservations and for more information. I'm curious to see how this Lakers team is going to come out knowing that they are the defending champs. Knowing that LeBron James was the MVP for the in-season tournament last season. LeBron averaged 26, 8, and 7. LeBron has been spectacular for the Lakers this season. He turns 40 years old in 6 weeks. Anthony Davis has been great. He has been phenomenal this season. Offense, we always said it, it's been ran through Anthony Davis, and that's what we like to see. I'm curious to see how they're going to come out this game, knowing that it's the first game of the NBA Cup for them. And Wembanyama just came off a 50-point night. He's on a roll right now. He's going to be feeling good. The San Antonio Spurs always circle the Lakers on their calendar. We know those San Antonio Spurs always play the Lakers tough. So Anthony Davis is going to have his hands full tonight. This is a game where I expect the defense to come and be closing up the gaps and allow Wembanyama, live and die by him being a perimeter threat. We don't want him to get to the basket. We know he can shoot the ball really well. He shot the ball really efficient on the night of his 50-point night. He made, I believe, 8 3-pointers. So Anthony Davis is going to have his hands full. We've seen what happened when Anthony Davis was guarding a guy like Jaren Jackson Jr., and he had his hands full with the big 7'4" Zach Edey. And he was in foul trouble. And we've seen the drop-off when Anthony Davis is not in the game. So knowing that he has his hands full guarding Wembanyama, knowing that he's going to be in the perimeter, knowing that he's going to be working on both ends of the floor, trying to get stops on defense and clean up the glass because he's going to be a threat on the glass, and knowing that he's going to have to do the other work and get buckets in the paint, get to the free throw line. Wembanyama he's a shot blocker. He's a great rim protector. He has great length. But the Spurs also got a veteran leadership in Chris Paul. They got tons of other role players that go out there, and the Spurs will play hard. The Lakers got to take this game one game at a time. We know they haven't not had success on the road. This is a game you come in knowing you have not had success on the road. Go in there and play hard. We know J.J. Redick's going to have a great game plan. We know it's going to be centered around, and they're going to come in there with a great defensive mindset. So this game is going to be – it's critical. I feel like every game is important in the West, especially when you play against Western Conference opponents. Every game matters because at the end, it adds up. These games that they lose, you can on the road, it comes back and haunts you towards the end. That's why Lakers find themselves in the play-in situations. These NBA Cup games, they count towards the records. It's not like these games do not count towards their record. And it's going to be a really, really great game. The Spurs are they're a great team. Also, I want to give my my prayers and thoughts to Coach Pop, a legendary head coach, a Hall of Fame head coach. I know he was dealing with some health issues, but it's glad to see that he is responding and he's progressing and trending towards the right way, and his health is, he's doing better. So I want to give that out as well. But I'm really, it's going to be a grinded out game, and this is going to be centered around our big man. We know the Lakers do not have Jackson Hayes. He's going to be out 1 to 2 weeks with an ankle injury. Christian Koloko came in against the Grizzlies. He came in and did some good service for the Lakers. He ran the floor. He ran the floor a lot in transition. He did clean up a little bit on the glass. He did provide that rim protecting presence. But the only thing is that Lakers are gonna have to go. They went small ball. We seen that they went small ball with LeBron and Rui, AR. D'Lo was in the game, and I believe Cam Reddish was in the game at one point. I don't know if that's going to work with this Spurs team, so we can't afford Anthony Davis to get in foul trouble. We know the refs were letting him play. We know the refs made some ticky-tack calls in that Grizzlies game, and that's when Anthony Davis got in foul trouble. But like how Lakers, the offenses ran to Wembanyama, like the Lakers, how the offenses ran through Anthony Davis, for the Spurs, the offense is going to be ran with Wembanyama. So He's, like I said, he's gonna have his hands full. These guys, the Lakers need to get in the gaps. These guards are gonna have to be able to make Wembanyama give up the ball, make other guys score. We know Chris Paul. We know what he can do. He's a great facilitator. He's a veteran. Has a great veteran mindset. He's been in the league for a long time now, so we know he's going to provide a great role with the Spurs. They got guys coming back. They got a guy who can score in Devin Vassell. So Lakers are going to have their hands full. And it's always personal with these teams when they're playing against the Lakers. Every team circles the Lakers on their calendar because it's the franchise, the history behind the Lakers. And I'm curious because the Lakers play a back-to-back. They play against the New Orleans Pelicans, a banged-up Pelicans team, but we'll get into that after I let my partners at Pechanga give you guys a quick message.
At Pechanga Resort Casino, you can rock and roll, sip and slide, twist and shout. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official Indian gaming sponsor of the Lakers.
So I teased that the Lakers have a back-to-back after they play the San Antonio Spurs. Tonight, they play against the New Orleans Pelicans. The Pelicans are real banged up. No Zion Williamson. I believe they will not have C.J. McCollum. They have no Jose Alvarado. They rely heavily right now on Brandon Ingram. This is a Pelicans team who has a lot of G League guys playing. Knowing the Lakers have struggled on the road. I said that earlier on in this episode. All right, how are we going to do on a night of a back-to-back? How are we going to respond, win or lose? Are we going to come out with the mindset like, hey, look, each game matters. We got to come out here knowing that their star player isn't there, knowing that they're missing key role players, knowing that they might be missing C.J. McCollum. How are we going to go out there? Are we going to get comfortable? Are we going to relax? We saw that in the Grizzlies in that second half. They relaxed. They got comfortable. We saw with the Toronto Raptors on the road. They got comfortable. They relaxed when they got in a big lead. So you can't do that. Every team in the NBA, these guys can play. These players can play. That's why they're in the NBA for. So you got to go out there and attack the game right from the get-go, right from the jump. The Pelicans are banged up. This is a game the Lakers should win. I have 100% confidence that the Lakers will win this game. So they need to take care of business. They need to go out there just because they're banged up. Go out there and set the tone. Set the tone and let them know you're going to be a force to be reckoned with. We'll recap all this. We'll recap the Spurs game. Hopefully the Lakers come out and win their first game in the NBA Cup. We'll talk about the New Orleans Pelicans game. We'll recap all that on the next episode come Monday. But as always, appreciate you guys tuning in. Peace.